Padre Diego and Pedro never ceased in their mission of spreading the life-changing gospel while educating the Chamorros. They rejoiced with each heart that accepted God's word and persistently worked to win more souls for the kingdom of heaven. But death was just around the corner. On April 2, 1672, Pedro, who was then around 17 years old, went with his superior Padre Diego to the village of Tumon in Guam. There they found out that a baby girl was recently born, and they went to ask the child's father named Matapang if they could baptize the baby. Matapang used to be a Christian and a friend of the Jesuit, but the lies that Choco and the others spread had already hardened his heart. He refused the offer, saying he was angry with God and fed up with their Christian teachings. To give Matapang time to cool down and hopefully concede, Padre Diego and Pedro gathered the other Christian natives to chant the truths of the Catholic faith with them by the seashore. They tried to invite Matapang to join them but were rejected again. With a burning hatred in his heart, Matapang was determined to finish off the Jesuit and tried to enlist the help of another villager named Hirao. Hirao, who was aware of the kindness of the missionaries, refused at first but yielded to Matapang's taunt that he was a coward. But while Matapang was busy conniving with Hirao, Padre Diego and Pedro were able to baptize his daughter with the consent of the Christian mother. This fueled Matapang's murderous rage further. Upon reaching his residence, he viciously hurled spear towards Pedro, but Pedro was agile, and he was able to dodge the first few spears. Pedro tried to protect Padre Diego, but he eventually fell when the last spear struck him on the chest. Hirao took this chance to hit him on the head with his cutlass. Blessed Pedro Calunsod could have run from his impending death, but he chose to stay with Padre Diego. His companions said he could have defended himself if only he had the weapons because of his agility. But Padre Diego did not allow his people to bear weapons. Seeing his brave assistants bleeding to death, Padre Diego raised his crucifix to give Pedro the final sacramental absolution. Then the two murderers turned their weapons on the grieving missionary. Matapang took the crucifix out of Padre Diego's hand and crushed it with a rock, while he shouted curses against God. Then they removed the clothes of their victims, tied them together with a large stone on their feet, took them out to sea, and threw their bodies into the water. As their bodies sank into the depth of the oceans, their spirit rose to heaven, where the angels rejoiced to welcome two of God's faithful servants, leaving a legacy that death can never destroy. Because the faith grew, thrived, and converted more people in the Marianas, thanks to the blood of Christian martyrs and the missionaries who continued their work. The beatification of Pedro Diego Luis de San Vitores on October 6, 1985 paved the way for Pedro Calunsod's beatification. The Archdiocese of Cebu, where he belonged by ecclesial jurisdiction, started his beatification cause in 1994 through the initiation of His Eminence Ricardo Cardinal Vidal, who was then the Archbishop of Cebu. Cardinal Vidal appointed Father Ildebrando Leison as by-postulator for the cause and gave him the task of compiling a Positio Super Martyrio, or position regarding the martyrdom, to be examined by the Sacred Congregation for the Cause of Saints, and in March 5, 2000, their hard work was finally rewarded when Pedro Calunsod was beatified by Pope John Paul II at St. Peter's Square in Rome.